Do you want me to call the time?
Just do a countdown when you click to stand up.
Alright.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Bastion. I'm really good at it. You might have seen this game somewhere, I don't know.
It's a fairly popular game, I guess.
Yeah, it was pretty much everyone's 2011 game of the year. The game's gimmick is just that there's a narrator that talks over everything you do in the game. I'm doing the all levels category, new game, which means we're doing all the auto-scrollers.
Listen, all this takes a lot of getting used to. 2.
Right here I shoot the corpse to make this shield spawn faster. For some reason, I don't know. This game is really weird sometimes.
Folks from Ceylondia knew how to carry a tune. Sure, we've got some songs on the old gramophone.
And this entire room is just combat that we try to optimize as much as possible.
Yes, this entire room can actually be pretty difficult, especially when you're starting out.
Yeah, doing it fast takes practice a lot. It's not quite random, but it's unpredictable what's going to happen sometimes.
Yeah. So in that room you need... Sorry, what? Go.
Yeah, the main movement there in the game is just that we keep rolling the entire time. And we go really fast because of that, for some reason.
Yeah.
We go so fast that the game actually can't keep up the pace, and we have to slow down a lot so that we don't fall off.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning that the control scheme is using. Bastion has 3 different control schemes, basically. It has controller, it has keyboard controls, like keyboard and mouse, and it has what Arctice is using, which is mouse, just the mouse movement, basically. Where you, instead of controlling with WASD, you use the mouse. And if you roll using the mouse movement, for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, but you move like 30% faster or something. Something ridiculous.
I think it adds like the walking speed to the roll speed.
Okay, yeah.
So here I'm killing all the turrets because I want all of the experience. And I creep to the gate. Creeping through gates is a thing in this game.
It's very much a thing.
Also, I just try to hit a speed that I don't have. And right now I'm in the Bastion, which is pretty much the hub area of the game. I'm going to be here between every single level. What you do in the Bastion is you just build buildings that allow you to get upgrades and such. So this is the shortest level in the game. All I have to do is kill a mini-boss, grab a quest item and get out.
Yeah, so what he's doing, like story-wise, is he's basically trying to rebuild the world by getting these things known as cores. So he's he goes to a level, grabs a core, and brings it back to the Bastion to build something, and then he goes to another level and grabs another core. So in the N% version of this, you would use something called core duping, where you basically pick up to your mouse wheel, so you can pick up 2 cores like at a time, which essentially halves the amount of levels you need to do. But since this is all sword levels, we're gonna do all sword levels.
Alright, so something very exciting just happened. I equipped a spirit called War Whiskey. What it does is, when I'm below 20% HP, it makes all of my attacks be critical hits, which is just ridiculous, because it doubles all of your damage as long as you are low HP. So here, right at the start, I want to get rid of all my health, so that I can activate the War Whiskey. And now I'm doing a ton of damage.
The War Whiskey is really, really good.
Yeah, it's completely ridiculous. You can just finish the game without any upgrades, just with War Whiskey. And this level is sort of an autoscroller / an arena. It's not completely autoscroller, you can speed it up by killing certain enemies. But parts of it, like right now, I can speed up at all. I don't actually need the War Whiskey in this level, it's just to make it more consistent. If I miss some kills, I will have enough damage to... right there. I missed a certain enemy and I had to make up with the damage from War Whiskey. So again, I'm taking damage to end up at in War Whiskey range. And I kill the scumbags because killing them actually speeds up the level. Right now I'm just waiting, not doing anything, because I'm waiting for this guy to spawn. Killing him speeds up the level. And after I'm done with this squares, I'm just going to wait, because I can't speed up the level anymore. I need to wait for these friendly enemies to die, because I will be messing up something I will try to do.
This is one of the levels I know nothing about, basically, because I only ever did any %.
Alright, so now that the friendly Gasfellas are dead, I'm just going to kill everything, because I need to set up a pretty elaborate trick that only stays like a second. But it's actually really tricky. So I want everyone dead around here. I also want to get more experience, that's another reason. Alright, so right here I kill this guy. Kill this guy. And I messed up. So what happens, I can get hit by Gasfella into the air and not have to wait here. I can just jump in mid-air to the merge and end the level a little earlier.
Yeah, it's a fairly minor time save, but again, it's a fairly short run, so...
Yeah.
At least on level by level basis, the levels are fairly short.
Yeah, that was pretty much one of the longest levels. And now the Sundown Path. This is one of the levels where we can actually move full speed for the whole thing, because the ground forms up very quickly, so I can just keep rolling and not stop anywhere. It's another very short level. Here I kill the turret to open the gate. And here's a small skip that I probably mess up. Yeah, I can do it. You can gain a little bit more distance if you do it right. And I'm about to get a new weapon called the Grenade, which is the strongest item in the game. I could just kill pretty much everything in one hit with it. And later in the game, when I will be fighting some really powerful enemies, I'll be mostly abusing War Whiskey, which doubles all of my damage, plus the grenades, which also benefit from War Whiskey. That's going to, like I said, pretty much kill anything in the game in a single hit. It's completely ridiculous. New game all story levels is by far the most combat heavy category of this game.
Also, since you mentioned in the last level that the ground forms up really quickly, so you can just keep rolling and keep rolling. This level, Hanging Gardens, is not one of those levels.
Yeah.
If you try
this
to go,
level, you have to.
Yeah, you have to stop all
slow
the time.
Down. And I just try to scale the wheel for the car. In this category, we don't actually literally cheat, because I don't have my scroll wheel bound to anything. This game doesn't have a lot of cutscenes. I think it has like 40 seconds total of cutscenes. This one is pretty much the longest one, and it's only like 15 seconds. Or something, I don't know.
That sounds about right.
You don't really... The game doesn't take away control from you that often. So here we gain access to 2 levels, and Cinderbrick Fort and Bevorchard. And we go to Cinderbrick Fort first, because we're going to get a new weapon here that's going to help us with Bevorchard. And we don't get anything new in Bevorchard. Cinderbrick Fort is probably one of my favorite levels. It has great music and just looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool level, I like it a lot.
And I've got the musket. Now we're firing the shots.
The shots shall be fired.
The musket used to be a staple in every category, because it's really powerful, even with upgrades in New Game Plus. Unfortunately, we don't use it in New Game Anniversary anymore, because picking it up just takes a few seconds more than we'd like to. But it's still a very powerful weapon.
Yeah, Arctice actually found a strat that prevents you from having to pick up the musket in Cinderbrick, which is actually really, really cool.
Yeah, the musket used to save so much time that skipping it would be just insane, but we can do it now. And yeah, the storytelling is done through gameplay and the narration, so there is no reason to have cutscenes in the game.
Yep.
Now I'm going to Bevorchard, which is another very short level. There is a mini boss here as well, and I'm going to try to kill him pretty much instantly, if I do it right. It's kinda precise, and I managed it. So like that he pretty much dies almost instantly, even without War Whiskey. And I can just leave the level. So now we're going to another auto-scroller. Langston River. This is probably the most boring level in the game, to be honest.
Yeah, this one is pretty dull.
We can't speed up at all. There is one cool part in it at the end, where we use War Whiskey to kill another mini-boss instantly, which is a little tricky. We used to be able to just AFK on the barge, but now we actually some of the strategies changed and we need more experience, so I'm going to have to try to kill everything I can. This isn't a 100% speedrun, I'm just doing every level. I'm not allowed to skip levels.
So what you would usually do here, or you would previously do here, is something Arctice did a little bit earlier, which is intentionally rolling off, so the kid respawns face down on the ground, and you would just stay there because then none of the enemies bother you.
I can show it. I can show it right now. I'm just lying on the barge and nothing's attacking me because this game is weird. I can just AFK like this. It's fine. I have enough experience already.
Awesome.
And I'm going to... sometimes I wasting potions in this game, because when you have 3 potions and you pick up another one, it's going to heal you. You can't do anything about it. And of course I don't want that due to War Whiskey. I want my HP to be low. So that's why sometimes I just waste potions, use them to heal for almost nothing. Because I don't want to have full potions. And right here, I'm just going to wait until I'm in War Whiskey range. Again, War Whiskey doubles all of my damage. And I've got it. So now I should be able to kill everything almost instantly. There will be a mini boss coming up that we have to use a grenade on. I used a grenade to take out these 3 turrets. And I kinda messed up. I still killed him pretty quickly. Actually, I died. That's mad.
So that's not ideal.
Yeah, because I lost War Whiskey. I'm going to try to get it again, because there are still some enemies I have to kill here. I might get it. Uh-oh. Alright, I made up with some counters. So
Nice.
That's the end of it. Coming up is the, I think, second hardest level in the game. There is no combat here, but there is some very precise movement. It's like hanging gardens where you have to slow down a lot, but there is also some of the most precise creeps in the game. So here I have to wait a long time for this to form up. So I'm pressing these buttons to open the gates and then rolling back immediately before this happens. And again I have to walk very slowly because I would fall off in a way. Either way. And coming up is the hardest creep in the game. First try. Oh my. This is actually pretty nice crossbow bluff. And here we fall off because we are forced to walk, and falling off to the middle of this platform is faster.
Yeah, that actually kind of illustrates how incredibly slow you move when you walk normally.
Yeah, walking is so slow. And here's another cutscene. What's next? Wild Arctice? Wild Arctice, yeah. So coming up is a very short level actually. but it's not hard, but it's tricky to do optimally. It's pretty much just one short fight, but you have to manage your grenades and your water whiskey well to do it as fast as possible. So I'm going right at the start, I'm going to try to kill 2 enemies with 1 grenade. And I did it. So now I have 1 grenade left. So I don't need to get water whiskey. I'm going to wait here with my grenade until this bird comes. And I did it pretty much optimally. And now I creep out before the black screen. If I didn't creep out very quickly, this black screen would have changed the collision in the level and prevented me from creeping out. It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, this level is weird.
What is that kid emote? Is that Seraph?
Yep.
Oh my god, I need that.
Sir Grump, it's his new emote.
And doesn't work. This is the hardest level out of any category of this game. It's completely ridiculous. I can't mess up the tiniest thing or I'll mess up the entire level. Alright. So here I fall off to break the game a little bit. It allows me to move earlier than I'm supposed to. This level starts out very slowly, you just walk for a bit. But right after that, I'm going to have to go through about 4 very precise fights. I will have to get water whiskey right at the start and keep it for the entire time. I can't get hit at all after that. Alright, right at the start I'm going to waste two of my potions because again I don't want to heal accidentally. And I'm going to keep taking damage until I'm in water whiskey range, but I don't want to die, it's very easy to die here accidentally. Alright, I have water whiskey, now I'm firing the shots to kill all of the stink eyes remaining.
Shots fired, I repeat, shots fired.
Alright. Now I'm 1 hit away from death and I have to complete multiple fights while staying at this HP without healing. And I died. Now I have to wait. I need to be in water whiskey again. So I need to take damage from this guy. That's why it's so important to keep water whiskey and not die. Because you just waste so much time. Unfortunately, this means that I most likely will not be able to do a certain glitch at the end of this. Basically, this one death already cost me about 25 seconds. That's why this level is so ridiculous. Alright, here I'm going to try to destroy that corpse and roll out at the right time. I didn't do it. That was a very precise trick. If I managed to do it correctly, I would have been able to move right now instead of lying on the bed. Kinda like that.
Oh yeah, right, that's when you slide along.
Yeah.
It looks really silly.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny looking glitch, but it also saves a lot of time. But this level is not over yet. There will be one more relatively precise fight where I will try to again get water whiskey right at the start and then use grenades and a well-timed level up to do the entire fight very quickly. because leveling up heals you, causes an explosion that deals a lot of damage to everyone around you, and also regenerates your grenades. So if I use my 3 grenades and then I level up, I will have 6 grenades to use in total. So here we go, I'm just going to wait until I get very whiskey. Got it. Grenade, grenade, another grenade into a level up, another grenade, and I still have 2 grenades left. That was pretty much perfect.
Nice.
And I wait for just one last enemy to spawn, I kill him with a grenade. Never mind, sometimes grenades in this game just don't want to hit enemies. But that didn't waste a lot of time, other than that the fight was very good. And coming up is a very unique level, because we'll be doing a certain trick that can't really be done in any other level, which will help us get through this level very quickly. So there is this opponent called the Anklegator. If you walk in tall grass, that opponent is going to try to hit you and knock you up. And we take advantage of that by just flying.
Yeah.
And the damage we take is actually beneficial, because I want Wild Whiskey again for this boss fight.
Ankle gators are cool. They're bros.
Yeah. There's a shard here, but I don't want to pick it up, because picking it up heals you, and I don't want to lose Wild Whiskey. Wow! Unwrecked me. And again, I died because I was in red bar for Wild Whiskey. It happens. Dying doesn't actually waste that much time, it's only about a second and a half. Every time you die in this game, you get 1 chance to carry on. If you die again, you have to redo the level. Which is actually something that can happen in this level, in Poetry Main. So here I creep through the gate and start the last autoscroller of this game. This is a pretty long autoscroller, but it has some very cool tricks at the end. So, some donations to read?
Not really.
Yeah, this level is pretty much where you would have donations read in a marathon, because there's really nothing happening. I don't even have to be killing these enemies. It's just to
Have something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty long and uneventful level.
I can show off my countering swag. Countering there is a ton of damage in this game. It just multiplies the damage by a factor of 10 or something. So right now I'm rolling off screen, and if I have a good angle, I will go very far. Oh yeah, actually, I got a very good angle, I didn't stop at all. So as you can see, the screen moved very far because I was so far ahead of the autoscroller. And here's the second half scroller. Again, not much.
Oh dear. Stream is breaking.
That's fine.
Could you check your stream, Arctice?
Yeah, it's done. I can't do anything. It
Okay.
should-
Yeah, okay, it's fine again. Just takes a while.
Still kind of dropping frames, but
Yeah, but it's fine, it's fine.
so I could get ski here, but there isn't really a to it. I think the stream is fine. So I'm going to do something very precise. I want to stick to the right side of the screen, and as soon as a certain enemy spawns, I want to kill it. And that lets me escape almost immediately. If I didn't do that, I would have to kill all of these enemies there. It saves, I think, like 8 seconds.
Yeah, it seems to be fine again now.
I don't actually remember what's the next level. Probably Call for Cadron.
AKA worst level.
Yeah, a lot of people hate Call for Cadron because it's hard. Yep, Call for Cadron. So this is another level with very precise movement because the ground forms up slowly and at varying speeds. So you have to have a lot of experience to know how to move, to not fall off. Because you have to slow down a lot, but you also want to still be moving as fast as possible. And it's challenging to balance it. This run is actually on a pretty good pace, by the way. It's not like great, but definitely way sub-estimate.
Yeah, you seem to be on really good pace. From what little I know of ASL.
So that was a very good level so far. I can't really mess up anymore. I didn't fall off, I got stuck once for a little bit. So as far as Call for Quadrants go, this was a very good one. So use a grenade to destroy these rumbles and escape. And the level coming up is short and very, very stupid. Because the ground in this level, in Mount Zand, forms up slower than you can move. But you can't see the ground, you have to guess. You have to just be used to how it forms up. So I'm very likely... Like, right here, there are these trees everywhere, and I can't see the ground at all. I can only rely on my experience to move quickly through it.
Yeah, this level is rough as well.
In New Game Plus it's even worse because it has one very, very precise trick that saves only like 4 seconds if you get it first try. But it's a short level.
I also love that you don't have to actually kill the stuff at the end. You can just leave.
Yeah. It's actually something this game does with its story. It's how you no enemy in the game is really presented as evil. Everyone is just doing their own thing. And
Yeah,
like
that's
in
true.
Mount Zand, you don't have to actually kill anything at all. In fact, pretty much you are controlling almost the villain, who is just doing everything for personal gain and trying to ruin everyone's lives. And Bastion Core has some of the coolest movement in the game. It's very fast, it's very precise. You are moving across these narrow ledges between percussions that can push you off at any moment. And the Lunky dropped.
Drop the Lunky. Yeah, Bastion Core is my favorite level.
Yeah,
because of all the really cool movement.
Yeah. Here I just wait for Zulf to say his thing. This is definitely not sub-Villagin. Villagin has actually a really good time in this category now. And coming up is one of the weirdest skips in the game. No one understands why it works. What's supposed to happen is the Bastion gets invaded by the Auras, and you are supposed to fight them off. But instead, you get killed, and then you get killed again. So I'm going to take damage. Wait until they kill me. Continue. Then try to die again. I will restart the level, then immediately pause, exit to the main menu, and then continue. And for some reason, that skips the entire sequence.
Yeah, it really does make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense.
It just works.
And it skips the longest cutscene in the game, actually, as well. It's like 40 seconds long. So that skip takes like over a minute. I have to move fairly slowly here. And I want to take a bit of damage actually, because I'm going to want War Whiskey at the end of this level, which is very easy to lose actually. This level is very, very finicky. You can easily mess it up. So I think my HP is fine. I didn't get hit, that's not fine. Alright, I have a whiskey, which means I can move quite quickly through this. If I didn't have a whiskey, I would need multiple attacks to destroy this terrain, which would waste quite a lot of time. And the level ends with a quite annoying combat section. Because I have to fight Rattletails, which are completely random. Fortunately, we have the grenades, which have a very huge area of effect. And that was actually very fast.
It was very fast.
Yeah, that was probably the fastest fight I've ever had here. But the rest of the level wasn't that great. Yeah, Rattletails are very annoying, not only because the movement is random, but also because they can go invulnerable at completely random times. It makes no sense. Sometimes you just can't kill them, no matter what you do. I think it's the only enemy in the game that's actually random. And in this level, walls don't really exist.
Yeah, walls are optional there. Can roll through pretty much everything.
For the longest time, I didn't even know how to do this level the intended way. It's just because running through this walls is so easy. And I say that and get stuck. What's happening? Alright, here we go. That one wall I got stuck on is actually kinda weird. You can get stuck on it for some reason sometimes. This might have looked sloppy at the end because I moved to the corner, but there's a reason for that. If you don't move into the corner before ending the level, you can actually get killed as the level ends. And that's very bad. You don't want that to happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because if that happens, you get a completely black screen for the next area. You can't see anything. What's the time actually?
40:42.
Yeah, this is a very nice place.
Yep, it's awesome.
Here I just wait for the screen to move. And yeah, I'm in the last level of the game. It's very long because it has about 4 sections. It's almost 7 minutes long total. Well, if you do it slow, it's over 7 minutes. And something very bad is about to happen. I have to pick up this item, called the hopscotch. And I can no longer roll.
RIP.
For half of the last level in the game, you can't use your most important movement tech at all. You just get this very slow jump that serves no purpose.
It does allow you to do some cool skips though, like smaller skips.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not nearly as good.
I took damage here because I'm going to die. Fuck. I don't have a whiskey. I am about to fight what's pretty much the boss of this game. And because no were whiskey, I won't quite have enough damage to kill him quickly. So that took like 4 seconds more than it should have. And yeah, you have to do this kind of platforming section with the jump skill. It's pretty annoying actually.
I died several times on this in my casual playthrough, that's all I remember.
Yeah, because I think you played with keyboard.
Yeah, I did.
And doing this with keyboard controls is absolutely awful. These jumps are hard to time even with a controller or a mouse, and on WASD you only get 8 directions, which makes this just a misery. But it's fine, because I'm about to lose the hopscotch. I am about to get something even worse.
So it allows you to move even slower.
Yep. Everyone loves this part of the game. The RAM. This is my movement speed for the rest of the game. What's cool is that with this RAM you do have some very powerful attacks, as you can see, but you can't move fast at all.
Yeah, I think most people would easily pass up the this weapon and rather just keep rolling.
So yeah, the rest of this game is just optimizing the use of your attacks, because you have this fire rain attack that has limited uses. And also using an attack slows you down, because you have to stop for it. So I have to use very calculated attacks. The same goes for my health. Again, I have very limited health potions here. And I'm going to be taking care of damage. So in general, I just have to be very careful about how I play here. The most important thing is trying to kill as many enemies as possible with one attack. And I messed up a little bit, and I died actually. That's not a big deal. Like I said earlier, dying only costs about a second and a half. And here we select one of the ending options, where we choose to either kill or save Zulf. But we don't make the same mistake again. So, the really funny thing about the battery cram is it has a block function, which is completely useless. In fact, in this part of the game, where right now I can't take any damage unless I block. Blocking actually makes you vulnerable when you are supposed to be invulnerable. So I think this might be sub 49 pace actually.
Could be, yeah. It's at 47 now.
Yeah. Sorry, here I actually have to mash my mouse because sometimes the kid doesn't want to get up. So I believe this should be the best All-Story Levels marathon run ever done, and it's been in a few marathons.
Not bad. It's pretty cool.
Not only that, it's actually on a pretty decent time.
Just yell out whenever you make the final decision.
Right. So here's the heart of the Bastion. All I have to do is talk to the NPCs and select the ending. I'm going to do evacuation, yes, because memes. Time.
48:33.
Yeah, that's a pretty good time actually.
That's really solid. Nice.
I'm pretty sure it's the best ASL time in a marathon match as well.
Good stuff, good stuff. So yeah,
So I believe the next game is System Shock.
next is System Shock indeed. So thank you so much, Arctice.
Alright,
And,
bye everyone. Follow at twitch.tv/DirtyJobs. It helps him out.
Yeah, people have been spamming your channels. That's good. All right, man. I'll see you.
Bye.
All right. So on to System.